Hello, Reignite family. This video is a follow-up from my extremely positive video I made a few days ago about the Dutch elections and a new Farmers Party gaining 16 seats out of 75 in the upper house in Holland. Now, this is a follow-up video because since then, there has been a lot of information going all around the internet saying that, oh, this party is a front for another party, or it's not really a good thing at all, or they work for Klaus Schwab and all these things. And so I dug a bit deeper and talked to people on the ground. And this is basically my opinion based on things that people have said who are actually on the ground. So I'm just going to read a section of this article and I'll put the link in the description of the video. But basically, a populist party formed to represent farmers' interests has become the third largest party in the Netherlands after winning more seats than expected in the Dutch provincial elections on Wednesday, March 15th. The four-year-old party, which I can't say in Dutch, BBB, known in English as the Farmer Citizen Movement, looks set to win 15, and I think they actually won 16, out of the 75 seats in the Senate, 5 more than Prime Minister Mark Rutte, which is me trying to say it in Dutch, conservative VVV party. The BBB was created in the aftermath of large-scale protests in 2019 against the government's proposed regulations of nitrogen-based fertilizer, as well as other environmental policies. So before I go into more details, what I will say is that the name of this party is literally Farmers Civilian Party, okay? So whether or not it is a front for a bad party or whether or not they work for Klaus Schwab, the fact that the population voted for a party that is called this is actually a very positive thing. Like, let's just put aside the fact that if they were actually corrupt, look at it from that point of view. The voters were voting for a party that was putting a front on that they are all for farmers' rights and that they want to keep the farms open. This is an extremely, extremely positive thing. Now, whether or not they are a front for something sinister or corrupt, for that point specifically, that's actually a non-issue, okay? Now, I think that we need to focus sometimes on the positive aspect of things, which is that the voting behavior changed in Holland, okay? That is one thing that we can definitely be positive about. So let's move on from that point and let's go to the point of, is the BBB party corrupt, or are they working with Klaus Schwab, or are they a front for the Prime Minister's party? Now, we can't know that for sure. I'm in Australia. I don't know that for sure. But what I can say is I've spoken to several people in Holland on the ground, and there are mixed feelings about this party, okay? They actually wanted the party, the party FVD, which is the Forum for Democracy. They actually, a lot of activists, I guess you could say, actually wanted that party to get more seats, but they didn't do very well. A lot of farmers love the BBB party and they supported them 100%. A lot of activist farmers also support the BBB party and the FVD party. So what I think this is that, well, firstly, I'll say that sometimes in the environment that we have been in the last 3 years, sometimes it is impossible to see positive news. It doesn't matter how positive it is, we just can't see it because we're just so used to corruption and negative news coming at us every step of the way. So maybe this party is great and we just can't see it. What I really think this comes down to is opinion, okay? We have a party here in Australia called the United Australia Party, and it's run by a billionaire called Clive Palmer. He said a lot of amazing things, pro-democracy, pro-freedom of speech and things like that. And a lot of people love him and they love his party. But a lot of people within the freedom movement talk badly about him as well because they're not sure of his motives and things like that. If he was to win a lot of seats, the freedom movement would also be split down the middle, and half of them would be saying that this is all corruption and he's controlled opposition. The other half would be really, really happy. So I guess it's going to take time for us to see the fruits of this party and if they are who they say they are. But the fact that the farmers' protest actually is what inspired these votes and is what inspired the name of the party is positive in itself. It is now up to the Dutch people to keep this party accountable for the promises that they are making. And I know for a fact that there are farmers that I met who are in the BBB party who I know have the right intentions. And so if the majority of the members are making the leaders accountable, then this party will be a good thing. So we do have to be careful not to get sucked into negative news. But in saying that, it is possible that the BBB party is corrupt. Of course, it's always possible, especially these days. Some things have been flying around saying that the leaders of the party are connected to Monsanto, the big globalist company, basically. But then other people have told me that it's the marketing company that the BBB party used that has also done work for them before. So that's obviously a totally different thing. So look, there's rumors flying around. I can't verify exactly what's true or not, but the bottom line is the people of Holland voted for a brand new party that was named after a farmers' protest movement. I think that in itself should be celebrated. But let's wait and see. Let's be skeptical. Let's be patient. Let's be curious, and let's wait and see. Obviously, time will tell. So I don't regret being as positive as I was in that video, because I think it's something really great that happened, and I stand by that for now. If something changes, I'll obviously let you guys know. So I hope this helps clear up a few things, and I'll talk to you soon.